Alright, what's up YouTube? This is Jonathan again from J Plays Keys, and today I'm going to be showing you how to play the song Let It Rise by William Murphy. The song is in the key of G. There's only a couple of chords in it, but I'm going to show you how to make it sound good. And it's a high energy song, depending on how your praise and worship service is going. So once you learn these basic chords, I want you to practice it a lot, maybe play around with your drummer, your bass player if you have one, and really try to make it an energetic and exciting song, because that's what it's supposed to be. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. As always, I'm going to play it through one time, and then I'm going to show it to you. I'll show you how to play the basic chords, and then towards the second half of the video, I'm going to show you some more advanced things, some interesting things you can do with the bass, in case you don't have a bass player, to make the song sound a little just more exciting. So here you go, let's go. Alright, so that is the song. That's basically how it's going to go. As you see, I'm not moving around too much. As far as chords, I'm basically doing a G chord, and then I'm going to a C in the bass and a G, C in the bass, and then keeping that G chord basically in my right hand. So let's see, it's going to go, let the glory of the Lord rise among us. Glory of the Lord rise among us. Okay, so I'm not really playing what the choir is singing, although you can. I'm just going to stay here in the bass, a G, and then a D in the bass, or I like to play octaves in my bass, so I might do G down here, D, and then G up here. So let the glory is let the glory. So let the glory, B, C, D. So let the glory, and I'm going to play that G major chord, G, B, and D, and I'm going to add an A there too. Let the glory of the Lord rise among us. So the only change I'm really making is I'm going from this G, let the glory of the Lord, and then on rise among us, I'm going to play this G and C. So rise among us. Rise among us. Let the glory of the Lord rise among us. Okay? Okay, that's another way you can do it. So rise among us. Okay? So that's going to be that. Let the glory of the Lord rise among us. Or you can go, let the glory of the Lord rise among us. Okay? I think I just played it twice the same way, but basically you just play around with how you want to do that. So sometimes I go, so that's more for the beginning, for the intro. So you can basically let everybody know what song you're playing, get people, into it. You want to change your chords a little bit. So at the beginning, I'll play. Then when they start singing, let the glory of the Lord rise among us. The glory of the Lord rise among us. Okay? Then when it goes to praises, let the praises of our King. So let the praises, you're still going to be on that G chord, G, B, and D, but your left hand, your bass is going to go to that C. And you let the praises of our King rise among us. Let it rise. Okay, let the praises of our King, all that same chord, rise among us. G and C in the right hand. Keep that C in the bass. Among us, let it rise. Okay, so after you go the praises of our King part, rise among us, you're still, let me show you. Praises of our King, rise among us, let it rise. You keep it going. And then it goes O, O, O. So basically that's a F in the bass and an F chord in the right hand. O. And then a B in the bass and a G chord in the right hand. That same G chord we've been talking about, G, B, D. So O, O, and then a C chord with a C in the bass. So D chord, G major over B, and then C chord. Let it rise, let it rise. Right, end up back on that G. So O, 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 let it rise. And sometimes I'll go O, 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 let it rise. Okay? And then so after you do that first O, so you're going O. See? Keep the bounce going. Okay, and then your second O, O, O is going to go same chords, but you're just going to hold it longer on the last O. O, O, O. Let it rise. Okay, so your first O is O, O, O. Let it rise. So that second O, you just hold it out twice as long as the first O. Listen to the song on YouTube and make sure you got that timing right, because you got to make sure everybody in the band is doing the same thing. So after I go O, 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 so let's play it from the beginning, make sure we know where we're at. So I'm going to go, let the glory of the Lord rise among us. Let the glory of the Lord rise among us. Let the praise of our King rise among us. Let it rise. O, O, O. Let it rise. O, O. Let it rise. Okay, so when you do the O, 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 let it rise, you're going to walk the bass up. So all I'm doing is O, O, O. Okay, so all that is G chord, and then a C chord over A, so that's G, C, E. Then a G chord over B, G, B, E, over that B, and then a C chord. So your right hand is just going. And then your left hand is. And so I like to do those at the same time. So when you go, walking them down. Look at the keyboard on the screen. That's what I'm playing, just E, D, C, B, and C, B, A, G. Okay, so that is basically the song. So if you can do that, you know, just keep that bounce going, and everything you do, you just got that, make sure you got that rhythm. So notice I'm not playing. I got my own bounce, because that's how the music is going, and the choir is going to sing what they're going to sing, and the music is just accompanying that. It's adding the rhythm and the bounce. Rise among us. Okay, that's something I can show you, because sometimes you might want to and follow what they're doing. Rise among us. So all that is that G chord, rise, C chord, G chord, rise among us, rise among, E, G, C, among us. Then another inversion of that G chord with a D, G, B. And notice how I'm kind of keeping the time right here with my index finger on this D. It's hard to do it now, I'm thinking about it. But so that's something you can do, because you don't want to just. So within that time, you can hit that B, hit that D, and that G. You can bounce back and forth. Okay, so just play around with it. You don't have to play exactly the same chords that I showed you, and just, you know, once you get that rhythm and get that bounce, you'll be able to change it up a little bit. But if you got the basics, you can play the song. Okay, so let's get into the more intermediate type of stuff here and changing up the bass. So if you're playing without a bass player, you might want to, you can even make the, you know, split your keyboard, make the bass down here, or you can do it with the piano. It works just fine. So if you listen to the song, you notice that the bass is doing a lot of moving, and that really makes a song really energetic. So what I want you to do is just to try. You might not be a bass player. I'm not. So I just try to move the bass around a little bit to make the song more interesting. So I'll go. Let the glory of the Lord rise among us. Right? Okay, let me get that off of there. Okay. Let the glory of the Lord rise among us. See how I'm doing? Let the glory of the Lord rise among us. Glory of the Lord rise among us. Okay, that's all I'm doing, is just, you know, keeping that bounce of the song. Okay, so all I'm doing, G, D, G. Okay, and then when you go to the Let the Praises, same thing. Okay, so let me show you, in addition to that, a little change between Let the Glory of the Lord rise among us and Let the Praise of our King. So okay, so Okay, so notice I did let the glory of the Lord rise among us. Let the praises among us. Let the praises. Okay, so all I'm doing there is when I'm ready to make that change, I'm going to drop this G chord on among us. So not among us, but on the among us, I'm going to go among us. So F chord over that G, among, and then keep that F in your thumb and then play a B, us. Let the glory of the Lord rise among us, and then let the praises of our King rise among us. Let it rise. Okay, let me play it in time because you might lose a little context when I'm talking. So let me get this off of there. Okay, see how that works? It's real quick. And you can also do among us. Let the, okay, so you can go, oh Lord, rise among us. See how it works? So all I'm doing there is I'm going, let the glory of the Lord, let me escape that. Let the glory of the Lord rise among us. Let the praises of our King rise among us. Let it rise. All right, so that's Let It Rise on the piano in the key of G. I hope you learned a lot. Please subscribe and like this video if you found it helpful. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video.